Happening today, former President Donald Trump is expected to attend a hearing today in Manhattan involving his alleged hush money payments to porn star Stormy Daniels.
It comes as Trump is also facing a deadline today to come up with nearly $500 million bond so he can appeal his state civil fraud conviction. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge live in Lower Manhattan with more. Natalie.
Chris, Cindy, good morning. Yes, there are two big questions this morning. Will a trial date be set in the hush money criminal case? And does Donald Trump have the money to post bond or risk having his assets seized? If former President Donald Trump doesn't come up with a financial guarantee by today, Attorney General Letitia James can begin to freeze Trump's assets and drain his bank accounts. Last month, a judge determined the former president owed more than $450 million for lying about his wealth on financial statements to secure loans and make deals. He was given a 1-month grace period to pay. Former U.S. Attorney Zach Carter speculates Trump may ask for more time, given an expected increase in cash from the recently approved merger of his company, Truth Social.
The question is whether the Attorney General will choose to provide Trump a limited amount of time to do whatever has to be done in the context of that transaction to generate the cash, or whether or not she will move forward.
Trump has asked the appeals court to pause the payment and accept a lesser bond of just $100 million. In a previous filing, Trump said obtaining the bond would be a practical impossibility.
We have a great company, but they want to take it away.
But Friday, he posted on Truth Social, "Through hard work, talent, and luck, I currently have almost $500 million in cash, a substantial amount of which I intended to use in my campaign for president." Last week, he said he'd asked more than 24 companies to support the bond, but no one was willing to do it individually. This all comes as a hearing before a judge is also set for Monday on whether to further postpone Trump's trial for felony charges related to alleged hush money payments to porn star Stormy Daniels. It's already been delayed about a month until April 15th. Carter says Trump's presidential run will likely be a factor in the judge's decision.
I think he understands the importance of this case being tried in time for voters to take the results into account. I think to the extent that he can do it consistent with his responsibilities to run an orderly trial, that he will try to get this case tried well before the November election.
And again, Trump is expected to appear here in court this morning. The barricades are set up. There is already a lineup of dozens of members of the media. Everyone has to be in place by 7 this morning. The court doors officially open at 9:30. In Lower Manhattan, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Natalie, thank you. We'll